Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Gigih Nisa Fathin Widad. Today I will present a study entitled Foreign Language Speaking Anxiety in Relation to Gender, Students and Teachers' Perception. This research was done by Wafa Alamri and Fawaz Kasim from University of Pisa. Before we dive into the data, let's look at why this study was conducted. In many countries, especially in Saudi Arabia, there is a shortage of research that specifically looks at how gender affects speaking anxiety in an English as a foreign language context. While many students believe that speaking is the most important skill to master, they also find it to be the most anxiety-provoking part of learning a new language. When students feel high levels of anxiety, it creates a barrier that leads to poor achievement and communication challenges. Because of these challenges, the researcher had a clear goal. The goal of this study was to explore the level and causes of foreign language speaking anxiety among undergraduate students while specifically examining if gender, academic level, or language proficiency makes a difference in how they feel. To understand this study, we must define two terms. First, anxiety is a subjective feeling of tension or worry. When this happens in the classroom, it is called foreign language anxiety, which is a complex of self-perception and behaviors related specifically to the unique of learning a language. How did they get their data? The researcher used a mixed method approach, combining numbers from surveys with deep insight from interviews. They studied 151 Saudi undergraduate students, 64 males and 87 females majoring in English. They used established tools like the Foreign Language Classroom Anxiety Scale and Second Language Speaking Anxiety Scale to measure anxiety levels and conducted interviews with 13 students and 10 teachers. Now let's talk about the most important question. Does gender matter? The overall finding is there is no significant difference between male and female students in their general level of speaking anxiety. However, there are some specific differences in what triggers that anxiety. Males are more likely to feel anxious because they think their teacher and classmates are silently judging every word they say. Females feel more anxious in group discussion when the teacher is not there to help. Also, for females, there is a very strong link between skill and fear. The higher their proficiency, the lower their anxiety. The study also found two major factors. First, proficiency. Students who feel they are good at English have much lower levels of speaking anxiety. Second, academic level. As students move from their first year to their senior year, their anxiety generally decreases because they have more experience and practice. What does anxiety look like in a student? It shows up in two ways. First, physical signs. You must see shaking, sweating, trembling hands, or a fast heart rate. Second, cognitive sign. This is when a student's mind goes blank, they forget the answer they know and find it hard to think straight or organize their thoughts. Finally, how do we fix this? The study suggests three strategies. First, teacher support. The teachers who encourage students and use positive ways to correct mistakes instead of being too strict. Second, practice. Simply having more time to speak in class builds confidence. And third, preparation. Teachers can give students vocabulary lists or topics in advance so they feel ready before they have to speak. In conclusion, both male and female students experience anxiety in similar ways and share a negative view of this effect. The teachers plays a vital role. They can either be a source of anxiety or the solution to it. By using diverse strategies, we can have all students speak more confidently. That's all from me. Thank you for your nice attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.